Using a cheap STM32 Blue Pill board with a bad RTC crystal can cause a lot of problems. I'm talking about time drift, missed alarms, and completely unpredictable behavior, and it took me almost a full day to figure out it wasn't my code. Let's see how bad it really is, and why your RTC keeps drifting. Alright, I've already done the basic configuration to save time. I've enabled the RTC peripheral, and also enabled the alarm interrupt. Here, I'm using the internal clock source, which is LSI. Once everything is configured, just click on Generate Code. And now the project is ready. Let's move to the code and see how this actually behaves. So whenever the RTC alarm fires, it sets this alarm flag from the interrupt. Once the MCU wakes up, it comes here. We toggle the green LED just to indicate the wake up event. Then schedule the next alarm after 15 seconds and clear the flag. Red LED is blinking twice before system enter into stop mode. After that, the MCU enters stop mode, waits for the RTC interrupt, and repeats the cycle. Just to confirm, in this setup, the RTC is using the internal clock source LSI. When the RTC alarm triggers, this callback is executed, and all it does is set this alarm flag. Let's build the code and upload it to the board. You can see the red LED blinking twice. This indicates the MCU is about to enter stop mode. Now, every time the green LED toggles, that means the RTC alarm has triggered and the MCU has woken up. What you're seeing here is one complete cycle. Wake up from RTC, green LED toggle, red LED blinks twice, back to stop mode, and this cycle should repeat every 15 seconds, if the clock is accurate. Now let's see what happens when we change the RTC clock source. Now I'll switch the RTC clock source to LSE, which uses an external crystal, and generate the code. Just to confirm, now the RTC is using LSE. Everything else remains exactly the same. Now I'll build and upload the code again. Let's run the same test and see the difference. Even after switching to LSE, the alarm is not triggering properly. This is because I'm using a cheap STM32 board, like the Blue Pill. So even though LSE is selected, the crystal is either unstable, not oscillating correctly, or completely unreliable. As a result, the alarm timing is inconsistent. Sometimes it drifts. Sometimes it doesn't trigger at all. This is not a software issue. To be honest, this issue cost me almost one full day to figure out. At first, I thought it was a software bug. I checked the RTC configuration, the alarm setup, the interrupt, everything looked correct. But still, the behavior was completely unpredictable. Finally, I realized the problem was not in the code, it was the hardware. The cheap crystal on this board was either inaccurate or not working properly. So if you ever face something like this, don't just debug software, always question your hardware too. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more embedded system content.